Hello, everyone. My name is Mystic Rose, and I'd like to welcome you to Mystic Rose Readings. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, 2019, and this is my first daily reading. Today, I would like to start with explaining a few things since it is my first time with you all. And this is going to be, first I want to say hi, hello. So I'm really here. And you're going to hear my voice, obviously. But the main focus here are the cards. So let's just go ahead and get started now. As of today is 333. So happy 3 Portal Ramsgate Day. So this is the month of March, this is the 3rd month, and this is the month of Aries. So Aries is the ram. So normally when we have a portal, we call it a gate, and it depends on what sign it's in. So since it's in Mars right now, the Ram Gate, I like to call it, but it's actually a 333 day, a 333 day. So that is a portal. What a portal means is when the energy opens up and allows to flow much easier, and it's in a specific area. So for us, it's all over the whole planet right now. So we can also open up our own portals inside the 333 portal today. So it's a very unique day, and it's one of the reasons why I started today. It's almost over, but that's okay. This is the energy for today and the beginning of everything. And I will do the next one for tomorrow on the 4th. And tomorrow is very fortunate. So that's why I wanted to get everything started today. So let's get started now. Let me explain a few things. This is my board here. Okay, just made this. This is my website, askmysticrose.com. Okay, if you'd like any information or a reading, you can just go to the website and it will give you all kinds of explanations and information on everything you need. So askmysticrose.com. So I am Mystic Rose, and I have made this with the help of a friend, and I've created my own cards as well. So that's what this one is, and these I've also put underneath here the actual placements for the cards. Okay, so let's just move these up here for right now. Okay, and this is my placement board, my spread board, I like to call it. So normally when we do a 3-card spread, it can be for the past, for the present, or the future. Or you can do self, which is I, myself, and things that relate to me, and as in my health and my vessel. So this is self and health. This is love and relationships. And this is work, finance, career, things to do with money and making money, material items. Or you can also do, let's say you have a situation going on and you have a question about something specific. This would be about the situation. This would be the action you'd want to take. And this would be the desired or the outcome that would happen, providing these other 2 are taken. So I don't know which way you prefer of the 3. But I'm still going to lay the cards down on the spot. So if you prefer to go along with self, health, love, relationship, and work, and you want the cards to relate to that, that's fine. You want to go to past, present, future, that's fine too. You want to have a specific question, that's for you. You can hold that question in your heart and your mind right now as we're doing this. I pulled the cards based on today's energy, even like 3/4 through the way of the day. I've been pulling everything together since this is my first one. I have a camera that you can kind of see the bottom here, but it goes over so you can see above. I couldn't figure out how to get it to look right and see everything, so it took me a little while, but we're rolling now. So what I want to start with is First of all, I am an astrologer, so I do readings a little differently. I bring in astrology, numerology, as well as the tarot, oracle, and dragons and crystals as well. I have several cards, several decks by Dorian Virtue. And I have probably 8 or 10 decks here. So we're going to kind of work them all in. All right. So it's going to be a combination of everything. And sometimes I even use my pendulum. And I have a special board here that has everything on it if we really wanted to go into more detail. But we're just going to start today. So first off for the day, is the zodiac, the Astro Forecast. So first of all, the moon is in Aquarius right now. Okay, so when the moon is in Aquarius, mostly it brings out the rebel in us. And it also talks to our personal freedom and individuality. And it kind of makes us rebellious, making us want to just break tradition just for the sake of breaking it. So Aquarius is eclectic, unique, artistic, and all those kind of qualities come out when the moon is in Aquarius. And the moon's going to be in Aquarius for a few days. Doesn't come out until the Wednesday when the moon moves into Pisces. So what I'm going to be doing with my daily readings here is trying to do them as fast as possible for you. And so I've already pulled all the cards to try to make everything as quick as possible because there's so much information and I want to try to do these as fast as possible. So I will get better as I do them. So the moon is in Aquarius, meaning a little more rebellious nature when the moon is in Aquarius. The moon stays in a sign for about 3.5 days. That's why the moon is a full moon for 2.5 days, because it takes a while for it to move out of the sign. And it takes a couple days of being in the full moon. Anyway, the moon changes signs every about 3 days or so. So this card will stay for today and for the next 2 days. Okay, so you'll get used to seeing that. That'll stay in the reading right now for the next couple of days. So that is the Aquarius moon, which we're kind of getting a little bit of a shadow there, making it a little hard to see. So let's pull it down this way. There you go. You can still see it that way, right? Aquarius moon. Okay, so the next aspect going on right now is we only have one aspect today, and that Aquarius moon actually squares planet Mars. The moon squares Mars today. So that means when a square is usually a little more challenging for the overall energy for the day. So my cards are based on a rating system for the Astro Forecast. So I do an overall energy for the day based on what it is. So since it's only one aspect today and it's a square, it's pretty obvious that it's a square and it's challenging. So today is challenging, was challenging energy. So if you noticed that today, that would be why, because we had a square. And when we have a square, the energy just tends to be a little bit more challenging. Okay, so when that is, of course, the square. So now that's only for today. So let's move that out of the way now. Now, what else is going to happen here is a retrograde, and the retrograde is Mercury Retrograde on Tuesday, which is also Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras Day, the 4th of the Aquarius moon. So we're still in Aquarius on the 5th when Mercury goes retrograde. But I'd like to tell you that we start feeling the retrograde, the ebb of it, probably about 4 days in advance. So we're already starting to feel this. Now, the important thing about a retrograde is not negative. It's a good thing. About 3 or 4 times in the year, it's time for us to kind of relax a little bit, not be out in public pushing out in the public eye as much. It's time for a respite. It's time to reevaluate, rethink, recalculate, redo, position things, reevaluate especially, and mostly just get the chores done. Because, we put those aside all the time, and sometimes we actually just have to stop and concentrate on them, and that's what the retrograde is about. It's time to do the chores, the things that you don't always want to do that are at home or in the filing cabinet, or the piles that need to get done, the homework, and the things that the housework and the chores and the filing of the papers and collecting the money and those things that, well, I guess you wouldn't really want to collect money today. That would be an unfortunate time. But anything that's not in the public eye, stuff like chore stuff, right? Things that need to that you don't always want to do. So we want to do things out in the public eye when the sun is shining bright and it's a good fortunate day. So today's kind of challenging, even though we have that beautiful portal, the 333 to welcome in today. We are still feeling a little bit of that retrograde coming. So what I want to tell you is if we're almost already underneath that edge, so it's really kind of tricky right now starting things new. But if you already started something new, like I have been starting this for like a week now, I know I'm just getting it done today, but the retrograde isn't really hitting until Tuesday. So this is Sunday. So I still got enough time underneath that edge to get this started. And any project that you want to do over the next 3 weeks during the retrograde, you want to get that project started before the retrograde hits. Then you can complete that project during that 3 weeks of the retrograde. So when you know the retrograde is coming, which is why astrologers want to tell you, so that you can hurry up and get certain projects started, and then prepare for the things that you want to complete during that retrograde. You want to get the chores done, you want to finish and complete your projects, and be prepared so that when the retrograde comes out, you're ready to start moving forward in the public eye again with your advertising, marketing, promoting, collecting money, asking for money, going out and opening your business, any of that's all during a fortunate time, and that's what we're going to have tomorrow. So that's a good thing to prepare for tomorrow, since we're having a fortunate day all day. And usually we only get it for about an hour. Once a week we have a little bit of fortunate time. That's when you're going to see the fortunate guy come out here. So, and I like to let you know a little bit in advance so you can prepare for it. So tomorrow, Monday, is going to be a fortunate day all day, all day. It's going to be one of the longest ones we've had in a long time, from 8:30 in the morning, and this is Pacific Standard Time, by the way, when I'm talking times. We're talking Pacific Standard. I like to start with Pacific, and then everyone can go across as we go from there. So, tomorrow, it's fortunate from 8:30 Pacific Standard all the way until midnight. That is a long time, so let's prepare for this for tomorrow, okay? So you go to work tomorrow, you've got 1 day left before the retrograde hits. So get all the projects started. Just get them started. That's what matters tomorrow, so that you can complete those projects during the next 3 weeks of the retrograde. And because tomorrow is fortunate times are when a great time to get things started and to put things out and do promotions. So I want to tell you, tomorrow is the best day to do your promotions, because for 3 weeks we're going to have a retrograde. And you're not going to want to do any promotions for 3 weeks. So tomorrow's D-Day. Get all those promotions out, get the project started, and then you've got 3 weeks to finish projects before it's time to get out and promote again. And that's key right there. There's a little golden nugget right there. Very, very important. Okay, so retrogrades are not negative. It's the time to get your chores done. And what's negative about that? It just might not be what we want to do. That's all. But about 3-4 times of the year, the retrograde comes out to make sure we do, right? That's what it's all about. Nothing negative. Nothing to avoid. You just need to be prepared. All this is about being proactive rather than reactive. That's what astrology is all about. Okay, so today, wow, this is really hard to see, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Today, you add up the day for numerology for 333. 2019 equals 3. So today is a 333 number. But we're going to pull out the 3, and it's a 3-day. And it's all about creativity and basically creating new things, creating stuff. And 3 is also about communication. So today should have been a very good communicating day. Mercury's not retrograded, so we might be feeling some of that though. So some of the communication might be starting to go a little awry. Probably tomorrow, because today was a good communication day. Tomorrow's a fortunate day, so maybe it happened yesterday. Did you notice any miscommunications yesterday or slight today or tomorrow? Once the Mercury retrograde hits on Tuesday, communication is usually number one that's hit with the retrograde, because the Mercury is a communication planet. And the third house, which is communication too. So that's why during a retrograde, you want to clarify what people are saying and what you're hearing. So during a retrograde, I'll give you a test here to test things out. Ask people, say something to them and ask them to repeat what you just said. And I bet you they won't be able to repeat it exactly. Nobody can ever really repeat it exactly. But during a retrograde, they can rarely do it hardly at all. That's just the way it is. People just aren't hearing things. And even speaking, sometimes you're not even speaking when you think you are, like saying different words that are coming out. Well, you think you're saying one thing, but different words are coming out. You don't even know where that comes from. Well, sometimes that's because the Mercury is retrograde, which means it's like going backwards. It's kind of a correlation to that. So anyway, today's a 3-day. So this is the numerology card. So that's why I have these up here. So this is the astrology, numerology, and my Mystic Rose card. My rating system is what I've called it all these years. An Astro Forecast, or a financial forecast, an astro horoscope, financial horoscope, astro forecast. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the cards now. What are we doing? 17 minutes in. Okay, so I want to try to get that down to about 5 minutes, and then get these done down to 5 or 10 minutes. So it'll be a little bit longer today because we had a bunch more to talk about astrology-wise. So we're going to move a little quicker with the cards because the day's almost over, and I mostly wanted to get the energy out that's tomorrow so you guys know ahead of time. I'm going to do a reading now after this for tomorrow. So as soon as you're done watching this, you can turn around and watch the next one and be ready for tomorrow then. And from now on, I'll be having these a day or 2 or 3 in advance. I'll probably be doing them 3 at a time. 3 and 2 at a time. Okay, so back to here now. Decide which one you want. Past, present, future, self, health, love, romance, relationships, and work and business, career and money, or a certain situation, action, and outcome, because I'm going to cover this up. So you figure out which one you want. Keep that in your mind. Write your question down, maybe. Write that down. I did this to help show you and teach you all. Okay, I guess it's kind of good for me as a cheat sheet, but I kind of know this already. So, but it's to help you, right? Because sometimes you see these piles, you don't know what's going on, right? So I thought I would at least try to let you know what's going on. So I drew all my cards already. So these are mostly my angel cards, and I'm doing all 3 across. Then afterwards, I have another set of cards where I'm only doing 1 out of each deck. And they're more oracle inspiration cards. These are the tarot cards. Okay, now. All right, let's see how am I going to do that? I got to turn them over. So actually, let's move them down this way. All right, I see what I'm going to do. We'll just put them down as we do it. Okay. Oops, remember everything is a test this time. Oops, and bumping my camera. So I got this new camera that looks down over things. So I have to get used to this. So please bear with me. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 pile. All right, first card is, whoops, let's pick it up so you can see it. Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. Sometimes when we're going through challenging things, it seems like it's just really, really not fair. I'm not sure if anyone told you that life is not always fair, right? We sometimes have to learn that the hard way. So sometimes when it seems like it's unjust and we're just not in that moment and getting the right feelings that things are going our way, that things are definitely not going right, that's the time to really realize and pull into your heart and lift your faith up and realize that everything is perfect just the way it is. And we can't see the other side sometimes. So when you can't see, you don't always know what's going on. So this is letting you know that if you're in an unjust or a challenging, difficult situation right now, to keep your hope alive and your faith strong, because there's a blessing on the other side that you're not aware of yet. Even in the worst, no matter how bad it is, the worse it is, the bigger the blessing. Okay? So if it's really, really, really bad right now, I'd like to give you hope that something really, really good is on the other side of all this. Normally we can say this anyway, right? But with this card, she's here even with her sword in hand to really emphasize and drive home that whatever's going on right now that seems unjust is actually a blessing. Okay, so be ready for that because that's very important for yourself, for anything in the past, or for what this situation is going on right now. Okay, so see how that fits in there just perfect, huh? Okay, so for what's going on right now, Angel of Soul Love. Time to look at how you value yourself. So basically, it's an issue of self-love is what they're saying. So what this means in this position is in the present, you need to love yourself more. And in the love position, you need to love yourself more. And as far as an action goes, you need to love yourself more. Okay, so that's very evident about that, right? And as far as unjust, that something good is coming for yourself and in this situation. Okay, and so let's do the future. Work and outcome would be Angel of Relaxation. These are my God and Goddesses, Angel, God, and Goddess cards. Okay, Angel of Relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. So basically, that's detachment, right? So if you want a desired outcome here, you need to detach. Let go of desired outcome. Detach. And what you want will come. So this is the future plan. Detach from the outcome. And this is from your work and from business and income, finances. Detach from the outcome. Put all your energy in, then detach from the outcome and let go and let God, as we say. Meaning detach and allow the universe to provide. So in faith and hope, we hope that it comes out, but in faith we know that if we just ride it through, it'll come out okay. It always does, one way or another. God doesn't give us something we can't handle. Right? So sometimes we get so wrapped up in the desired outcome that we actually push away what we're trying to get. Fear can attract more. Control can be pushing, and it can block or have a problem with what it is you're trying to get to. So if you detach and allow the universe to bring it to you, sometimes we don't know how the end outcome is going to be. It's not really for us to understand or know. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that the universe has got our back and the universe is going to take care of it, or God, or the creator, or whichever way you want to put it, spirit, energy, whichever way, you whatever name you want to call it. It's having faith that the desired outcome will happen, and it's not up to us to make it happen. It's up to us to manifest it and desire it, and to manifest our heart's passion. Desires are a little different. They're still wanting. Passion is a drive behind it, right? So when you get passionate about it, so you get passionate about what it is that you are desiring, but then you detach from the outcome so you can allow the outcome to happen. Allow the universe to bring the desired result. Okay, so next one. These are my angel cards from Dorian Virtue. These are Angel Tarot. Okay, so for the first one, we have Two of Earth. Oops, let me pull that out. I forgot, I got to show you right here. Okay, Two of Earth. Look at this beautiful picture. Look how beautiful she is. Wings. And that is, what is she holding in her hand? It's a ball of energy of something in there. It's really beautiful. Okay, so let's see what it says. Too much going on at once. You need to make a decision and consider a more playful approach. Okay, well that definitely adds more energy to that now, does it not? So let's pull this off here. Okay, so for past and self and I guess I've only done one so far. Okay, so this one is saying if there's something unjust going on right now that is actually a blessing, basically a blessing in disguise. And this is saying that there's too much going on all at once right now. So you really need to make a decision on all the different things going on. Let's make a decision and get clear here, okay? And why don't you consider a more playful approach about that while you're doing it? Okay, that's what it's suggesting with the Two of Earth there. Okay, so now for the self-love for you. The King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Sorry. Okay, so look at that beautiful picture on top of the king, on top of a fire dragon. Woohoo, look how beautiful that is. Okay, how strong the king is, and he has this motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic energy about the King of Fire. So let's see. We need to focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative coming. Okay, so besides right the present moment in loving yourself, and the action you want to take is love yourself. The other action is to focus. Okay, that's very much what this one is. Focus. There's also you want to communicate with vision and as a leader. And then there's going to be advice from someone as well coming, someone creative as well. So you want to be ready for that too. Okay, so let's see what the third one we have here. And that's future work and outcome for you, right? Okay, so angel relaxation said to let go of, detach, right? To detach. So let's see what else we've got here. Oops, wrong pile. Okay. The 8 of Air. Ooh, look at the beautiful unicorns. An illusion of being trapped. a lack of self-confidence, and afraid to take action. Okay, well, this is in the action column. No, that's in the outcome column, right? Okay, so for the desired outcome, it's saying detach. And there's an illusion of being trapped. So let's look a little bit more into that one. Okay, so you needn't stay in the present situation if you're unhappy, although you may feel there's no way out. Look again. Okay, so that's what they're trying to say, this illusion of being trapped. You're not. It just seems like it, okay? And if you're unhappy, let's change that, all right? There are plenty of possibilities for freeing yourself from this situation in a healthy and harmonious way. First, though, you must feel more confident about your abilities, right? That's the second part, lack of confidence. So you need to feel more confident about yourself and your abilities, and then believe in yourself and keep your thoughts positive right now. The key to freedom and success at this time is to see the truth of the situation and then to act with faith. And don't be afraid to take action. Okay, so that's really, really awesome. Hopefully that's helping you out there right now. I know I can feel it. It's helping someone right there. That hit home for somebody. Okay, so that's almost an answer for you right there. But we're still I got 2 more cards, and I'm going to give just a little bit more explanation on it. Try to move a little quicker now because we're into 30 minutes already. Okay, so for Crystal, for the situation, Larimar, sensitive emotions. That's the crystal. Beautiful blue color. Okay, sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Okay, so that makes sense, doesn't it? Add more self-care and gentleness to yourself. Why we're going through this injustice until it comes through as a blessing. Why we're trying to make a decision here because there's so much going on all at once. We want to try to be a little bit more playful so it can help out those emotions, right? So to help that sensitivity and emotions, a little more self-care and gentleness with yourself. Okay, and sorry if it's a little hard to read. I can try to see if that's a little better, or did that just make it worse? No, that got worse. Okay, so I do have a magnifier here, so let's see if that helps. I think we were doing pretty good right where we were at. I didn't need to change it. Okay, let's go back this way. There we go. That's just the way it's going to be for now. That's just the way it is. Okay, so next card is Aqua Aura. Ooh, I love this one. Can you see that? Aqua Aura. That's how it is. Okay, so healthy communication in relationships. Heart-to-heart discussion and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. And that's right in the relationship column, so it fits just perfect. So be more healthy communications in your relationship. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communications help you understand and be understood, especially right now when we're starting to come around that retrograde. It's going to possibly be affecting some of that communication there, and it's right there in the relationships area. So watch that. Watch out for that. In that department, that is. Okay, third one. Ooh, lapis. Ooh, I love lapis. Lazuli. I never say that right. Okay, so this one is, let's get that a little closer so you can see it. Lapis. Lapis is so beautiful. Okay, life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you. And God is supporting you each step of the way. So, the detachment of your desired outcome and being more confident and taking action and not really being trapped. You really can get out. You're not really trapped, absolutely. And things are changing. Big things are getting ready to change. And God is supporting you in this change and this step of the way, every step of the way. That is awesome, is it not? That is great. So let's do the last card. And that would be the abundance angels now. So, abundance mindset. Look at that beautiful woman. All the beautiful colors. And the planet is full of coins. And she's got all these material items around her. She has all her chakras lit up. She's wide open up here. Very mystical. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. How awesome is that? So this is in the first column of you. And so this is telling you to have an abundance mindset. And to do that, you need to have positive feelings and you need to have a in the moment, present moment thought of being abundant right now. So having an abundant mindset right now in this moment for you, about you and your now present, not the future, now. Make your abundant mindset now and keep it positive. All right, and so the second position, and that could also be the past too, besides you. It could be the way you were thinking. Now this is the way you should be thinking in the moment. But at the same time, that's also considered for you in the moment too. You as a self, right? It can be you in past. So that's why you got to decide which one you want it to mean. Okay, so for the second one, which is the present and your loving relationships and the action you need to take, this says successful finding. So look at the beautiful little cherub with the beautiful angel flying. Look at that. Okay, so your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Okay, let's try that again. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So basically keep your mind open to that, right? So if you were divinely inspired by an idea, then the creator is going to divinely support you as well as the universe in order to complete and accomplish and complete that idea. And we just think it's our idea and we're just floating around on our own and we never know and get all stressed out and try to get it all done. Well, what if you're divinely inspired and detached from the outcome and have faith that the universe got your back and that God got it all started and will always finish it for you and won't give you something you can't handle, right? Never more than what we can handle. The thing is that we just don't think we're that strong. We don't really understand and realize our full potential. So all these things are to help us to remember, and that's what ascension is to remember who we really are, the magic that we really have. Okay, so the last one here is, block out distractions. Wow, that's the final for the outcome and for future and for business, health, and career. Block out distractions. Okay, your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone and anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, so that's for your desired outcome. That's for your future. That's for work, business, and money and career. So you need to be able to block out distractions. Now that seems kind of obvious, right? But it's really important right now. Okay, especially I believe with this little retrograde coming too. So hopefully that will give you a whole lot of information. All right, so now the last cards are the single cards that are oracle cards for inspiration. And the first one we have, let's see if I pulled that out. Yes, I did. Okay, so this is a brand new deck I just got, and these are Imperial Dragons. Okay, so they're basically like the I Ching, right? And these wonderful cards also have the correlating number, which today is a 3, so isn't that nice how that works out? And astrological signs, or the planet, either one, and this one is Neptune. Okay, so this is a planet for Neptune, but this is a tarot card. So this is a major arcana, and they're putting it as calling it the Wounded Dragon. And the Wounded Dragon, to me, would be a correlation to like Chiron. But, however, in tarot, this is the Hangman. Okay, so let's see just what that Imperial Dragon has to say, as the Hangman can be sometimes a little challenging. So let's just see what we can see here. Yeah, that's right. Basically, it's a catalyst. Okay, so the Wounded Dragon does not symbolize suffering, but rather than necessary catalyst to release us from old patterns in order to raise our spiritual awareness. Okay, so this is all about releasing old patterns in order to raise spiritual awareness. Now that's pretty awesome, is it not? All right, so the next one is my Zebu cards, which are symbol cards. And today I pulled Joy for today. So what we do with this card is we actually trace this in the air 3 times in order to bring joy energy in, okay? So follow me. Go down, loop around, and come back around there in a circle. Then go up and cross. And do 3 dots. Okay, down for the J-O-Y, coming around, then cross over, and 3 dots. One last time, down and around and back for joy, cross over, and dot, dot, dot. I savor the richness and the depth of life as I share joy from my heart. How cool is that? I love my sacred geometry and symbol cards. Okay, so this is an abundance card. So first of all, this is the back side with this beautiful image. So I love these cards because they give us this wonderful imagery. So if you were going to meditate, this might be a picture you might want to meditate on. This is a rolling. Oh, first of all, there's a little rainbow up here in the left corner. And then this is actually the swirl of a wave. So it's a tube, a water tube going through there. And then this is all calm over there. So this doesn't seem like disaster coming. This is a water tube. This is fun, right? So it just depends on which way you want to look at it. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say for us today. Like waves, eternally lapping on the shore, the universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches. Yay, thank God. Beyond anything you can imagine. If only you knew the universe. So, like waves eternally lapping on the shore, the universe is eternally knocking at your door with abundance and riches beyond anything you can now imagine. If only you knew the universe. Okay, so I'm going to leave this beautiful picture on this one. And the last card for the reading today, and it's going to be a 45-minute reading. That's okay. All right. So this is my sacred geometry cards, by the way. So for the one I pulled today is release and lift up, which goes along with the other one, release and detach. So you got release, you've got up, and that is ascension up. Then we've got welcome inside a triangle with a heart and the circles. And then it says release, let go, and detach from all things that no longer serve you. Allow your heart to guide you. Lift up. Surrender to all that is. Look at that. I just love sacred geometry. Almost reminds me of that Up movie. All right, so, and all the patterns of sacred geometry is down in here. So these cards help to activate you and for your ascension, right? As we're doing this. These cards are wonderful. They definitely help activate things. Okay, so that is my reading for the day. I hope that was hopeful for you and gave you some information and helped you out. Once again, I'm Mystic Rose, and my website is askmysticrose.com. If you are part of my Facebook group, I just opened up some new groups for my readings now, and these readings are going to be in that group, so come on in and join. And these will also be put up onto YouTube. So if you haven't joined my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And there'll be a playlist that says Mystic Rose Readings. And that's where you're going to see my daily readings. I'm going to try to pull them off. I'm not going to leave the past ones on because there's no sense once the day's over and gone. Most people aren't going back to look at them again. So I'm going to be pulling them off. But you can also find my spot on show interviews and shows and discussion shows and different things as well on my YouTube channel. And if you'd really like to join on a regular monthly membership basis, I have a Patreon for you. Otherwise, I just use PayPal for my readings, and I do allow for love donations as well. If you're having particularly challenging time, then let me know. Otherwise, my rates are on my website, and you can contact me through my psychic line, which is 440-836-3633. I'm going to be putting that up, so you'll be able to see that. Or, like always, you can just go to my website, and you can email me, or come to Facebook and messaging me, or call me. So I have several ways you can reach me. And then I also have Patreon, YouTube, and PayPal. So I have many different things covered. And I usually get right to you as far as doing a reading. So I'm not booked out way in advance at this moment, so I can get to you pretty quickly. At least for right now, right? Once these daily readings go, that will start to change here. So, and my schedule will start to fill up here. But for right now, I'm a little open. And the end of the month is my birthday. So I'm getting all this together so that by the end of the month I will have this daily reading doing pretty good. And then I will do the monthly reading the 1st of April. April Fool's Day will be my first monthly reading. And then we'll decide if I'm going to do a weekly one too. But I think a daily and a monthly is good enough. And the monthly, I will do more astrological, and I will do live, or at least on a video, and show myself. This is just easier this way so that I can do this every day. If you want to see what I look like, just go to my YouTube channel. You can see all my videos there, and that's where I'm at, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. This was great for the first time. I hope I was able to connect with you if you're coming later, which you all are because this is not live. So when you watch this, all the energy is still here for you, even if it's the next day, because there was a lot of information for tomorrow on the retrograde. But I wanted this to come out today for the 333 Ram Gate start with good energy. Besides, I'm a 33163 baby myself, so I'm all three. So all this started on a 3333 day. So love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Let me know how everything was. Like, subscribe, and leave some messages. And let me know how everything was. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow's fortunate. Be ready. Have everything ready for tomorrow. Take care, and I'll talk to you more about that on the next daily reading. So thank you, everyone. And don't forget, AskMysticRose.com. Bye now.